General Hospital. A web of lies, secrets, and high stakes. As General Hospital heads into a thrilling new chapter, the stories of its characters unravel in unexpected ways, taking the audience on a wild ride through deception, legal battles, and the threat of devastating consequences. Each character finds themselves entangled in a complex web of relationships, with no one safe from the dark forces closing in around them. In this explosive period, Jocelyn Jack's and Vaughn's journey to Five Poppies, Britt Westbourne's imminent danger, and Drew's sinister manipulations push the boundaries of emotional and psychological conflict, leaving viewers on the edge of their seats. A gripping encounter. Jocelyn and Vaughn at Five Poppies. Jocelyn Jax, with her sharp wit and unrelenting spirit, never shies away from a challenge. When she and Vaughn find themselves on a journey to Five Poppies, a location fraught with its own secrets, it is clear that they are entering dangerous territory. As their investigation deepens, their path unexpectedly crosses with none other than Britt Westbourne, whose supposed death has long been a source of shock to everyone in Port Charles. Yet, what seems to be a reunion of sorts will set off a series of events that could jeopardize their safety. Britt, never one to back down from a fight, is facing relentless threats from Pascal. The menacing figure, with his own agenda, has made it clear that he will stop at nothing to achieve his goals, and Britt is well aware that her survival hinges on the choices she makes in the coming days. Britt's fiery temper may be her greatest asset in this dangerous game, but it could also be her undoing, as she battles both her own emotions and the escalating danger around her. Britt's battle. Defying Pascal's demand. Pascal's grip on Britt tightens with each passing moment, and though she's been cornered by his threats, Britt isn't the type to cower in the face of danger. Known for her fiery and bold personality, Britt refuses to accept Pascal's demands without a fight. She's faced adversities in the past, and her ability to think on her feet has kept her alive. However, this time the stakes are higher, and even she knows that the fallout from defying Pascal could have dire consequences. As Pascal's shadow looms closer, Britt realizes that her survival may no longer depend solely on her strength but on her ability to outwit an enemy who knows no boundaries. But will Britt's anger and defiance be her strength, or will they lead her further down a path of destruction? Anna's negotiation. The pressure of intelligence. In the midst of all the turmoil, Anna Devane is racing against time to secure valuable intelligence that could shift the balance of power in Port Charles. Desperate to ensure that the information falls into the right hands, Anna hopes to persuade Jack Brennan to reveal his sources, a task that will not come easily. Jack, with his own complex motivations and mysterious alliances, is unlikely to part with such critical intelligence without a significant push. For Anna, the stakes have never been higher. With both the lives of those she holds dear and the fate of Port Charles hanging in the balance, she must navigate a delicate negotiation with Jack Brennan. But can Anna convince him to part with the information, or will Jack prove to be a formidable obstacle in her quest for justice? Alexis takes a bold step. A legal battle looms. Alexis Davis, ever the determined advocate, finds herself at a crossroads when considering her next move. With the well-being of Scout Quartermain at the forefront of her mind, Alexis is seriously contemplating a legal maneuver that could grant her custody of the young girl. Scout's future, however, is far from certain, and Alexis knows that a battle is brewing that will force her to face powerful adversaries who may not back down easily. While Alexis is resolute in her commitment to protect Scout, her path is fraught with emotional and legal complexities. As Alexis steps into the ring to secure Scout's future, the question remains: will the courts side with Alexis, or will she be forced to reckon with the consequences of her bold decisions? Jason's reflection. Seeking guidance at Sam's grave. Jason Morgan, forever bound by the weight of his past, finds himself once again grappling with difficult choices. As he stands before Sam McCall's grave, seeking the solace and guidance he so desperately needs, the gravity of his situation settles heavily on his shoulders. His next steps could change the course of his life, and the lives of those around him, forever. The emotions stirred by this visit are powerful, as Jason reflects on his past decisions and the family he has left behind. But as his journey of self-reflection continues, he realizes that the future holds more than just his personal turmoil. It involves Scout, a child whose fate is inextricably linked to his own. The burden of responsibility is unbearable, and Jason must make difficult decisions that will echo through the corridors of his life. Monica's plea. Drew's unyielding determination. Meanwhile, Monica Quartermaine is also fighting for her family. She makes a heartfelt and emotional plea to Drew, asking him to reconsider his plans and his determination to move forward with his decision to take Scout and relocate to Washington, D.C. But Drew, ever the determined force, has his sights set on what he believes is the best course of action, even if it means facing off against the Quartermaine family. Drew's desire to take control of his life, and of Scout's, may be noble, but his actions come with consequences. Monica's request is not easily dismissed, but Drew's resolve is unshakable. The two are on a collision course, and the emotional fallout could be devastating for everyone involved. Breaking into Dalton's lab, Gio and Emma's risky move. In another corner of Port Charles, Gio Palmieri and Emma Scorpio Drake find themselves on a path toward breaking into Professor Henry Dalton's lab, a move that could have catastrophic consequences. The duo's decision to infiltrate the lab and uncover its secrets brings them dangerously close to uncovering a web of hidden truths, but it also puts them at risk of being caught. With Harris and Chase hot on their trail, the tension continues to build as Gio and Emma navigate the perilous waters of espionage. The stakes are high, and with the threat of arrest looming, their every move could be their last. Will they succeed in uncovering the secrets of Dalton's lab, or will their actions push them over the edge? Chase's reluctant duty. Arresting Gio Palmieri. Harrison Chase is faced with a difficult decision as his professional duty clashes with his personal relationships. His mission to uphold the law leads him to the unavoidable task of arresting Gio Palmieri after Gio and Emma break into Dalton's lab. The arrest will not come without its emotional toll, as Chase's bond with Gio complicates his decision-making process. As Chase wrestles with his emotions, the consequences of his actions become clear. By arresting Gio, he is not only disrupting his life but also placing a wedge between himself and his family. Chase's personal and professional lives collide in a way that could change the trajectory of his future, and the future of everyone involved. Drew's growing influence, a darker manipulation. Drew's machinations take a darker turn as he finds a new way to manipulate Michael Corinthos. A master at pulling strings from behind the scenes, Drew is always 2 steps ahead, using those around him as pawns in his grand scheme. Michael's loyalty will be tested as Drew begins to exert his control, and the consequences of his manipulation could have lasting repercussions for everyone in Port Charles. Meanwhile, Stella Henry finds herself under Drew's radar. With an investigation into her potential involvement in insurance fraud heating up, Stella becomes an unwitting target of Drew's devious plans. As the pressure mounts, Stella will have to decide how far she is willing to go to protect herself, and what she's willing to risk in order to outwit the powerful forces working against her. As the tension in Port Charles continues to rise, General Hospital pushes its characters to their limits. Every decision, every action, and every revelation brings them closer to the edge. With secrets being uncovered, alliances shifting, and dangerous plots unfolding, the lives of these beloved characters are on the brink of dramatic and life-altering changes. Will they emerge unscathed, or will they be forever changed by the choices they make? Only time will tell.